it's Andrea, or Confessions of a Book Addict. And last night I got some sad news. The local bookstore here is closing. It's actually closing tomorrow. So, and I haven't known until now, but this will be the first time in 40 years our town has not had a bookstore. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. The closest one is about 40 minutes away. Honestly, I feel bad for the people who are losing their jobs more than anything. But the bright side is that there was 40% off the books. So I went in and I kind of just grabbed what I could. So it all started with Black Friday shopping. And I find when I go shopping online, half the stuff I buy is for me because I come from a family where my mom's like, you have too much books, you have too much Harry Potter, and you can never have too much of either of those things. So she'll get me like jewelry or clothes. So I buy myself my books, which is fine. So I got the hardcover box set of the Lunar Chronicles. So I'm very excited. I've only read Cinder so far. So my copy that I have, I'm actually going to give to my friend, who, she's a big Twilight, a big City of Bones fan. And I'm looking forward to reading these. These are fairy tales based on, or that involve science fiction though. So they're really fun. They're really interesting, and they're really original, which is what, I enjoy that a lot. So when I went today to the bookstore, I actually found Stars Above, which is also by Marissa Meyer, and it's also part of the Lunar Chronicles. It's a novella based on the characters. So, 40% off. I'm like, all right, I gotta grab it. I gotta complete the set. I don't even know if it is completing the set, but it's definitely adding to it. I also got We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And I'm not a big contemporary reader. I actually, in the library I work in, I order fantasy and series books for the young adult room. But I love E. Lockhart, and I've only heard good things about this book. And I've heard it's good to go into it not knowing too much about it. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I just hope it lives up to what everyone's saying. I'm sure it will. She's a fabulous author. I also got Magnus Chase, The Hammer of Thor, which is the second book in the Magnus Chase series. I bought the first one a while back. I haven't read it yet. There's a lot of books I have that I haven't read yet. But I like Percy Jackson. So, and this is based on Norse mythology. And that was really interesting to me because it's a little different. So hopefully it'll be really good. I got another contemporary. This one's Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. And again, I've heard about this all over BookTube. And it's someone he is not openly gay. And someone is trying to blackmail him and out him. And it's him trying to not expose his friends and trying to not alienate his friends. So I just picked this one up because I've only heard good things. This one I got Reboot from Amy Tintera. And again, it's another science fiction one. The bookstore, the woman who works at the bookstore, every time I walked in, she'd hand this to me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to finally get it. It's 40% off. They're closing tomorrow. It's time. And the next one is The Glass Sword from Victoria Aveyard. I read Red Queen and I loved it. It has, it's a fantasy book. It's a series. There's another one, King's Cage, that's coming out next year. It's obviously violent. Kind of reminded me of Throne of Glass and something else. It's not the most original story, but it's very well written. So I enjoyed it. So I'm like, all right, I'll grab the second one. And then right now in my life, I am obsessed with Hamilton. And the Hamilton mixtape finally dropped the complete version today, and I'm in love with it, and everything I do is involving Hamilton music. Actually, I have a 7-year-old. You might have seen some of his videos on this channel. And he is obsessed as well. We censor some of the songs. But we have tickets for May which we are very excited about. So we're actually going to go to BEA the next day. So it's going to be like a little vacation. We'll go to Hamilton, and then the Book Expo of America starts the next day after that. So it's exciting. So I got The Hamilton Affair by Elizabeth Cobbs. I actually thought this was going to be nonfiction, and then I read, of course, God forbid I didn't read it before I bought it. It's a novel, but that should be interesting because Hamilton's life is so interesting. And I already have the Rob Chernow book and the downloaded Hamilton soundtrack, and so I have a lot of nonfiction Hamilton stuff in my life. So a little bit of fiction will kind of change it up a little bit. So that is my book haul. I also bought some books for my son, like My Weird School and Squish and Boxcar Children. Little chapter books that he can have. He really likes graphic novels. I'm not a big graphic novel person, but he'll go through Raina Tells Jameer's books like in 2 days, and he's 7. So, all right. Well, that was my book haul. Thanks for listening and watching, and we hope to see you again. Have a good day and keep reading.